New members of Congress travel to the Capitol for orientation. They get orientation just like the rest of us.
So sweet.
This morning, newly elected lawmakers posed for a class photo on the Hill. Congressman Andy Kim, a Democrat from New Jersey, is moving from the House to the Senate, from one side of the Capitol to the other. He spoke to Scott MacFarlane about the significance of the victory.
There's a history-making dynamic to your joining the Senate. First ever Korean American elected. You mindful of that? Is it something you think about, talk about?
Yeah, it's not necessarily a barrier I set out to break. I did not think first and foremost I want to break that barrier, but this year is 50 years since my parents immigrated from South Korea to the United States. It's over 120 years since the first Koreans came to the United States. And as a father of a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old, I want them to grow up in an America with a greater sense of possibility. Because growing up myself as a son of immigrants, a public school kid, I never thought that I'd have a chance to do this type of work.
Scott, I love when you do this every year. You introduce us to the new members and senators. What else stood out for you from your conversation with Senator-elect Kim?
Senator-elect Kim was the focus of really a viral image on January 6, 2021. He was there on his hands and knees in this building, cleaning up the mess of the U.S. Capitol riot, literally cleaning up the damage and the debris. Just an outsized image and an outsized impact he had that day, showing that Congress will get back open, will return to its business. If I have to get down here and fix this myself, I'll ensure we keep operating. It's also worth noting that there was a bit of a referendum on January 6, wasn't there, in this election? And somebody who's pledged pardons in President-elect Trump was victorious nonetheless. There are so many other history makers here, which really invigorates this building with some joy and some stature during these very politically toxic times. The first ever transgender member of the U.S. House has been elected and is here for orientation this morning, Sarah McBride of Delaware. There's also the third and fourth ever elected African-American women in the U.S. Senate. They are here for orientation as well. Lisa Blunt Rochester of Delaware and Angela Also Brooks of Maryland. There is still a new energy that courses through this building when the new people arrive, Adriana and Tony, even at a time of great cynicism.
Yeah, it is a time of great cynicism. Scott, what's in the orientation? Do they say this is what a lobbyist is, this is where your office is?
Bathrooms on the left.
All those things, plus, when you are an elected member of Congress, you are running a small business. You can do with this what you want. You can hire 18 people in the House, a few dozen in the Senate. You have to learn how to run the office, including back home, including here. You are a small business operator. Plus, there are all the parliamentary procedures you have to learn. Where are the bathrooms? Where are the good coffee shops on Capitol Hill? These are things you need to know.
Le Bon Cafe on 3rd Street.
Sounds right to me. Scott, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.